Kevin Gordon here from MotoSavant.com with your July 12th edition of the Afternoon Commute. You notice today we're coming to you from the 2013 Mazda CX-5. Mazda's little Skyactiv sport utility. Initial impressions of it were pretty good. Be interested on our full report that should be up later this week, best case scenario, or early next week. Anyway, moving on. I wanted to talk a little bit about Mini. You know, Mini Cooper, the sub-brand of BMW. Here's a question for you. At the end of next year, how many different models, give me an over-under, how many different models do you think Mini will be producing at the end of 2013? I'm waiting. I need the Jeopardy music. I gotta find that as a soundbite. What was your guess? Come on, tell me. 6? No, not 6. 8? Nope. By the end of next year, it looks like they'll be making 9 separate models. 9 separate models. Now, here's the real trivia question. Can you tell me what they all are? Here we go. Let's see if I can do this from memory with no cut. So the Mini range started in 2001 with the Mini Cooper. Then they came out with the Mini Cooper convertible, right? And then there was the Clubman wagon. Then there's the Country van. Then there's the Roadster and Coupe. Then there's the Club van. That's the actual delivery one looking like one. Then there's going to be the new one. And I can't remember the name of it. It's like the Club Max or something. It's going to be the bigger 3-door but coupe looking thing. And there's a picture of it that I'm showing to you, even though I can't remember the name. And it's also most likely going to have its own convertible derivative for a grand total of 9 different models. Oh, what the heck is wrong with Mini? Why do they need 9 different models? BMW says they're doing this to better compete with Audi and Mercedes-Benz because they make small cars that are very successful. The A3 or smaller and the A-class Mercedes, you know, the A body cars. Well, there's one prime difference, and I'm excluding Smart from this because, let's face it, Smart should be excluded from all discussions. Those other cars are Audis and Mercedes. BMW already has a small car. It's the 1 Series. It's actually pretty nice, although it's as big as a 3 Series in a lot of ways. I digress. It seems a little crazy to me. I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Does Mini need to be making 9 different models of what's essentially almost the same car? Next up for today, something a little controversial. The Bentley EXP 9F, the Bentley SUV concept that was shown at Geneva this year and given so much scrutiny, has made a reappearance at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, which is like the greatest name thing ever. Festival of Speed. You could name something better than a Festival of Speed. Okay, I could actually probably do it, but it's still pretty good. I'm gonna completely flip course on this and say that I actually like the EXP 9F. I like it for 2 reasons. One, if anybody can make something that big, fast, it's Bentley. I mean, you gotta give them credit. They take not little cars and make them move right along. And second, actually the way it looks is starting to grow on me. The big, you know, Continental sort of front end on it with those giant lights and giant fog lights. I don't know, there's something about sort of the lack of character of the front of the grille and then those really distinguished and ornate headlights sort of works for me, and I think the back end and rear shape of it works. I don't know, call me crazy, but just wanted to point out the fact that I've completely switched courses on that one, and I think I might actually like it. Number 3 for today, the drama surrounding the Moose avoidance maneuver that was done by the Swedish magazine, which I'm still not going to attempt to pronounce, continues. Now, the Swedish magazine is swearing up and down that the car was initially loaded to the correct specifications and that its tires were inflated to the right PSI and nothing funny was done with the suspension settings. So, I'm interested to see where this winds up. Is someone going to finally back down, or is Chrysler going to keep pounding away and, saying, no, absolutely not, you're 100% wrong on this? Let's face it, I really only brought this up again today so I could reuse the picture of that Jeep Grand Cherokee up on 2 wheels. Speaking of moose, or mooses, or moosin', or mace, for all you Brian Regan fans out there, Volvo has come up with a new grouping of technology. Let's call it a wildlife avoidance kit that involves, radar guided cruise control, infrared cameras, automatic braking systems, and alerting systems. And this is pretty innocuous, in all honesty. There's pictures and stuff, but as I started going through the pictures of this, it struck me kind of odd. One, look at this one. So this is a Volvo sitting next to a red blob thing that's obviously pulled by some kind of cable, but what's this picture trying to show? I don't get it at all. Okay, so that one was fine. Then, as we move on, they got real model moose, a moose, to stand for some of these pictures. They're hilarious. Then we keep moving on. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one, the engineer's looking at porn on their computer. And if we move on to the next one, they're looking at porn on their computer here. Now we go to the final, the piece de resistance of all of this. This woman's got a moose standing on her hood. She's looking at porn on her computer. And that moose is giving her one heck of a disapproving look. I mean, really, Volvo hired a bunch of professional photography people to come out and shoot this. It's obvious by the fact that they set all these up. They've got a bunch of trained mooses to come out and do all this stuff. They could have gone a little bit further to clean up the way the rest of these pictures look. I don't know. I have to admit, as I sat there and thumbed through them today, I was rolling about the fact that their engineers blurring all their screens because they're looking at porn, and then the mooses are looking down upon them disapprovingly. I guess this is what kept me out of the really good schools, as George Carlin would say. So that's what we had for the afternoon commute. I'm Kevin Gordon from AutoSavant.com, and I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow.